Blast off.
Red shirt day.
It is. It's Red Shirt Day. It's such a good day.
Mine's a little haggard, so I put a sweater on top. Luckily, I didn't have to run upstairs to get this sweater. I took it out of the car last night, and I didn't. So my past laziness ended fortuitous for my future self.
Fortuitous. Oh my goodness. That's word of the day. And it came up organically.
Super organically.
But your t-shirt might be haggard or raggedy or whatever you called it. But if you had a name
Hey,
stitched, if you had a
I
name
didn't.
stitched on that tag, you're like, I didn't say any of those things. I just said it was my old t-shirt. What would the name on your t-shirt say, my friend?
It would say Andrew,
And mine says Josh.
and together
We
are.
dads.
Ooh.
Who swing. I'm drinking from a mum cup today. This is exciting.
I noticed. I thought you were. I thought it was some product placement at the beginning. As soon as it
Just slowly start bringing in product placements and hope something happens.
everyone's a little confused.
Fun thing that just jumped into my mind. When we were doing a countdown as because like the way it works as for those listening, all of our friends out there, our millions of fans, it counts down for us and it's like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but like the big numbers pop up. And it reminded me of my just the way we were doing it, like we were in the rocket ship, right? It reminded me of the my workout this morning. So part of it was I had thrusters at the very last little part of the chain,
Mm.
and in my mind, because I'm like, okay, yes, thrusters, explosive power, ready to go, but it's never explosive. It's just slow and steady all the way up. And I had to remind myself that's okay because, like Andrew and I said, the rocket ship, right? And when it takes off, it's got to go slow because it's building all that power.
Mm.
That's all I was doing, just building power up.
They might be generating a bit more
Are you sure?
propulsion than you are.
Wow. Just dude, it's not even 5:30 my time and you're just hurling darts over here.
Read the dictionary real quick. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, thrusters are tough, especially doing them at the end of a daisy chain. It's usually just hanging on.
Yeah, I definitely got out after. It was fun because I got up this morning at 4, went out and I ran. So kind of like in my neighborhood, the block itself is like 1 kilometer almost exactly.
Wait, did you do your hill sprints or no?
Yeah, I did. So I started up with like a 1K warm up and then just straight into hill sprints and then did like a kettlebell chain. So I did so I ran warm up 1K and then sets of 3 hill sprints. And after each hill sprint, I did a chain that I got from our friend AS Gooch there.
Mm.
And so it was back row, all single arm, back row into like a standing deadlift, one arm deadlift. Sorry, they're always standing into a clean squat and then a thruster. And then I would go and do the next sprint. So the second hill sprint was 2 of those, and then the last one was 3 each side, right? And yeah, it's all I could think of as I'm doing the last thrusters there. It's the rocket ship. Just be a rocket ship. Just get it done.
So I was gonna ask, do you ever train like your power and your explosiveness? But hill sprints are I kind of fit into that category, right? Because
Yeah.
exactly that. But I'm thinking more along the lines of jumping or even throwing stuff.
No, I never have, but that's an interesting way of looking at it. I just wanted to try to do something different this morning, right? Which was like
Mm.
the running and the sprints mixed in with the kettlebell. I don't think my Apple Watch really got what I was doing because I really felt like I was having more output than what it was saying. But that's okay too, right? That's a lesson. We don't have to always listen to our watches, and just because it says we didn't have as much calories as we would have liked to have burned, we might have.
Yeah, I can't. It does. I don't think it factors in the metabolic rate you get
No,
like
no.
get after sprinting up a hill because it's so quick and it doesn't actually cover a lot of distance. And if it doesn't factor in the elevation,
Mhm. See, there's so many factors the watch wasn't even thinking of.
no. But hill sprints are great, man. I mean, sprinting in general is great.
Yeah.
Throwing, jumping is great. Even if it's just like single leg jumps, lateral,
Hmm.
jumping forward, jumping backwards, jumping on top of something. And then what I picked up last year was like It was like, it's probably too heavy, but it was like a 20 pound, not like a medicine ball, but like a sand ball.
Mm-hmm.
Probably should have gone with like a 12 or a 15. And you just get out there and you do like you'll do like a two lateral steps into a twist and throw, like as
Mm-hmm.
far as you can, or a slam as far as you can. A, it looks cool. B, it feels cool. C, it definitely asserts.
Neighborhood dominance
Yeah.
in the dad hierarchy. 100% that would.
You're making noise. Maybe the shirt's off,
Well, it's got to be off.
and you're throwing stuff in public. You know how people are? They don't like doing stuff in public, and here you are throwing stuff, making noise with your shirt
Yeah.
off. It's like that's a
Right.
great.
This guy's unhinged. We're not messing with him unless like we need to get on his side if the apocalypse happens, right?
I mean, it just goes to my point though. Last week I'm at a conference and they had one of the booths had like a hockey net with a target practice. So instinctively, I'm just like, yeah, let's go. And I asked, and they're like, no, not a lot of people have come by today. And this was later on in the show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just cruising the floor because a lot of people have left. And I was like, why wouldn't people do it? But then they just have this like, can't do stuff in public. I can only throw stuff or shoot hockey pucks behind closed doors.
Now that being said, though, let's give them a little bit of grace here, because think about your neighbors looking out across the road, and there you are at 4:30 in the morning, no shirt on, it's still dark, hawking a sandbag across the park.
I don't do it at 4:30. I'll be
And
totally
that's where I was kind of at this morning. Like it was great because I got to have that main character energy where like I'm running my lap around the block in the middle of the road because I'm the only important person out right now, right? Because there's
right.
no one else out.
Yeah.
Running under the street lights, loving it. And then I'm like, I wonder what this looks like to someone if they were happening to get up to go to the washroom and they look outside and just see me just sprinting what I think is full speed up the hill. That's probably like a nice trot, and then grabbing on a kettlebell. They're like, "What is this guy? What is he doing?"
You know what's funny, Josh? Last summer when we were out there visiting, I
Yeah,
sprinted that hill a bunch.
yeah, he did.
I did.
And
I
we
did.
also did outdoor workouts.
It's a great hill. I think there was. I don't think I was going. I think I went up the pathway. But
He
to
did.
what you were talking about, yeah, no, it's your neighbors would be like, okay, this guy's serious. Now I'm against making noise outdoors in my neighborhood before the hours of 7 and 8 a.m.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I'll,
just being a good person.
yeah, I'll do it on a nice sunny day. Like, also can't do it when the kids are napping.
Yeah.
So,
Do you remember? Do you ever remember growing up? Like it was, I almost felt it was illegal, especially like cutting your lawn before like 10 a.m. unless you were a landscaper. Like I on the weekend too. Like I was raised to believe that that was illegal to do.
I think it is. I honestly, I know in town we have like bylaws.
Yeah,
You're not supposed to do stuff before, I think it says maybe 8 or even 7. I'll take 7 though, as a parent of kids who are sleeping. My neighbors, dude, they go away for the winter, and they hired the last 2 years. They've hired people that like come and plow their driveways. Buddies are showing up at 5 a.m.
just getting after it.
And
Just
sometimes the kids don't wake up, but sometimes they do. So I'm on the email chain with the town. Here's the company name. Here's their contact info. They're doing it again. Pictures. I have them because it's unacceptable. Like the whole point. My neighbors were like, I'm telling them, I'm like, dude, I'm writing a letter. I'm complaining. They're like, okay, that's fine, but it's just the guy's route. It's what he has to do it at 5 a.m. He's like, no, he doesn't.
he probably could go do Walmart or Home Hardware
Or
parking lot.
doesn't have those contracts. He's like, he doesn't have to do them at 5 a.m. Like, I get he has to make his money, but he has to make his money during the legal times he can make his money.
Hey, listen, it's rules are rules, right?
Yeah, rules are rules, and for good reason, man. Like 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. After that, outside of that, too bad, so sad.
I swear I wasn't making noise at 4 in the morning. I swear it. I was just huffing and puffing.
Yeah, you're good doing something like
I'm
that.
gonna
Like,
get a letter right now, aren't I?
no. I mean, if my kids wake up because you're breathing heavy outside, maybe I
There
should
is a problem.
sound machine off or sound.
Underneath your daughter's window with a snowblower, right? Just winding that up.
Yeah, slamming lift gates down and up and everything. It's like, how I can't be the only person on the street. I'm already awake, but I can't be the only person like
Yeah.
waking up to this. And sometimes they would wake me up too, and I'm like, God damn it. But working out is a-okay. I leave the power, the throwing, the shirt off stuff for a sunny day.
Oh, it's got to be the sunny day out. You don't want to do that on a gloomy day.
No, there's no point. You don't get the added benefit of the
And
vitamin D.
no one's looking outside, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What other metrics do you use if you're because again, like I'm always like I said, I fall victim to looking at my watch all the time. What other metrics do you go by for knowing if it was a good one or not? Like I'm still sweating right now. I don't know if you can see it. I legit have I feel water coming down the side of my face. So I know it was good that way.
That's such a weird feeling, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
you've showered, you've dried off, but even when you're drying off, you're like, oh, I'm still sweaty.
I know I love it when it was like if you're doing something and someone's like you go for a big run or like a workout outside or anywhere really, it doesn't matter, something to be outside. And they're okay, quick, go shower and then we gotta go and do something. Like, what? I need like 40 minutes to stop sweating. Or else I'm gonna be like clean off the old sweat to make room for the new sweat
I
that's
get the shower,
coming.
come home.
Yeah.
I think I'll get to your question in a second, but I fall victim to that where I budget the perfect amount of time to do the workout. We're leaving at 1 p.m. It's 12:30. I'm like, great. I'll go down, do 20 minutes. I'll come up, change in 10 minutes, and I'm good. But after those 20 minutes, I usually want to just sit for two.
Yeah.
Now I'm cutting into change time. Then obviously I'm being selfish and I'm not factoring in getting any of the kids ready or anything else contributing to anything else getting out of the house. So by the time we leave, it's usually 1:20.
That
And
was me this morning. When
yeah,
I
I'm
was
sweating and like I didn't, whatever. I've made compromises to get here, and I'm still late. I'm still sweaty, and now everyone's upset because we're late.
like when I was texting you, I'm like, yeah, give me 10 minutes to shower and then change and we'll hop on. And I was still just sitting outside on my deck, just finishing off my coffee. Still 2 minutes away from even hopping in the shower.
That's fine. Like it's one of those. I think I got to start budgeting more. I did the same kind of thing today. Like if I got to go downstairs at 6:30, so I can kind of start get stuff done before me and Josh hop on here. And next thing I know, it's 7:05, and I'm just coming upstairs. Okay, so getting done later. That's not getting done at all.
But maybe just get up a little earlier.
I was up early. I just didn't get to moving.
Nah, that's right. And you got your other routines. Yeah, because I read this awesome, and it's popped up now on my feed like multiple times in the past few days, and it's like I train at 5 a.m. so 5 p.m. is theirs, right? Like as a dad, and that one definitely resonated with me because like
Mm-hmm.
I get up early. I always take 4 o'clock to get out and go and do stuff, and then I like getting up early anyways, and budging that time for that coffee afterwards. But that one really hit me where it's like, yeah, that makes sense. I know we talk about a lot of the reasons why I work out in the morning just to alleviate the stress throughout the day of what we're eating, not eating, when are we going to work out, those sorts of things. But that one really hit me. I'm like, you know what? That is a perfect reason to get up that extra half hour early or an hour early to go and get a workout in, right?
I'm gonna eventually get to your metric question, but let's stay here for a second.
Let's do it.
What I find hard though, because I love waking up 5:30, moving, grooving, getting my stuff done. So basically the whole day could be theirs kind of thing. And
Mm-hmm.
what I struggle with is because our bedtimes, our kids are still super late. I think that'll change as we go into like no napping for school and stuff. But finding time for me and my wife at night because I want bed. I,
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm a different human being after 9:30.
You shouldn't be up after nine. No one should be unless you're working shift work. There's no reason to be up after 9:30, anyways, Andrew. You're on to something here, my friend.
9:30, I'm shutting her down. I'm just kind of going through the motions, and it's tough. So it's like that's usually when she's coming down from night. So
Mm-hmm.
what do you do?
Well, yeah, like honestly, we're both in bed by like 9:30 most nights, or at least we try to be, right? And here's what I do. You want to know the God's honest truth? I fall
No,
asleep
I
putting
want you to
our
lie.
daughter to bed. I want you to lie to me, dude. If I'm being honest, dude, I fall asleep almost like I would say like 9 times out of 10. If I'm laying with our daughter reading a book, somehow I will always fall asleep afterwards, so that I get like a little pre sleep in there. And but I try not to, right? And you try to get up, and then it's just that trying to, and I will be guilty of this one too, where it's like um, I will be laying in bed, and then my wife will want to talk about something, and I'm already falling asleep, right? I'm trying my best to still be present in that conversation, and I'm guilty with definitely falling asleep more than I probably should be with
So
that.
where do you guys find the time then?
Weekends. I mean, here's the thing: is we do our best though to eat together, right, throughout the like in the evening, because it's like our daughter has something most nights, like, but it's usually done by 6:30, right? So there's a little bit of time where we'll give her like relaxing time, whether she wants like a watch a few episodes of Creature Cases, absolute phenomenal show by the way, or play
Yes,
Lego or
can confirm.
draw or whatever. Yeah, that's right. Or draw or whatever, and then we'll just hang out then, right? Or at least in the same room playing Go Fish, Connect Four, things like that.
So what you're saying, it's just the season. The time spent together looks a little different.
Yeah, 100%.
We have our shows we like to watch together, and so
You got to stay up then, buddy. There's no
well,
way around that.
last night was one of them. And it's like I'm running on a week of just awful sleep, and she texts me like as she goes up for bed nights. She's like, "Hey, do you want to watch Night Agent?" And we just haven't really. I've been away. We haven't really had too much time alone. And I'm looking at it. I was almost said like I'll give you till 9:45, but if you're not down by 9:45, I'm going to bed. Because sometimes she'll fall asleep too, right? And guilty, I fall asleep doing nights as well.
Well, you have to. You're dad. That's just
Yeah,
like literally part of the job.
and oh yeah, of course, I lean into that cozy bed. Night Agent's an hour, so we watch from 9:45 to 10:45. This morning's a little rough, that's why I'm a little slow. But it's kind of one of those things where it's like, I gotta do it,
Hmm.
right? Gotta do it, gotta go.
And at the end of the day, you'll be a little tired today. Whatever, you'll just be a little more tired tomorrow, probably, because the same thing will keep happening, and that's just gonna rinse repeat. You just gotta fuel yourself on caffeine and good vibes, baby.
I think that's it. It's part of it. It's like, okay, you got to get the stuff done. Go do it. It's gonna look a little different once you work through the Night Agent, the Summer House, the Southern Charm, and any kind of below deck that you have to watch. Then you can go back to normal.
There you go. That's right. But and you know what? There's always gonna be trash reality TV there, baby.
Yeah,
Always.
not enough. Not
It's
enough.
actually, I feel like it's getting worse. But
Well, then this actually leads perfectly into metrics. So I just go off probably not the best gauge of this. I've come to wisdom over the years of being silly about it, but just going on how the body feels.
yeah. Oh, that's tried, tested, and true, right? DOMS is a real thing.
DOMs, even just output power.
Hmm.
Today I went down. I already had a plan to just kind of do some mobility work rather than too strenuous because I'm rolling later today. I'm on the mats later today, so I was like, okay, just you had a hard day yesterday. I was rolling. We did a nice bench press workout, and then I did some assault bike sprints. So I could just feel very lagging. Plus, up for Night Agent, so I'm already in a deficit.
Man, there's a lot stacked against you right now.
Yeah, not a fortuitous
You can't do
act,
two in one session.
and
you, you said your fancy word at the start.
so
That's it.
yeah, I'm just kind of going through the Ascooch 15-minute mobility, and it's feeling good. It's good, but yeah, sometimes I mean, on the other side of the coin is I'll jump on just to do something light, and by the last third or maybe like halfway through, I pick
Hmm.
it up and kind of burn it down. But there's no I don't use anything. I don't subscribe to anything technology wise. I just try to use the old feel for the body and see where that gets me.
So, like, before I go at this point, I really hope one day somehow AS Gooch there knows how much his name comes up between you and I.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, if anyone that's listening, go look him up, AS Gooch on Instagram. Like, he's probably now my go-to if I just need to like mash different workouts together. I'll look or just do his brutal complexes.
Mm.
But
Good for
I would say it was last weekend. I did one of his like brutal like single kettlebell ones where it was just like it was swings, and then it was cleans, and it was into like squats and then lunges. Like it was a heavy leg one.
Yeah,
and
it's
I
like a
didn't need.
rep complex.
Yeah, and I did not need like my watch to tell me that it was a hard workout or a good workout because even just walking up the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stairs to get out of the mini pump house I got in the basement here, like I already felt it. And then by the next day, I was I would like to say when I went for a long run after. It wasn't by any mean breaking a sound barrier when it comes to speed, but I was waddling like a penguin while I was running. Or I like to think people would think he's doing a penguin run instead of like he pooped his pants while he's running. Because I can for those first like 3 kilometers, it was just it. I was probably looking like Danny DeVito in the Penguin
You
from
should
Batman.
have been doing those first 3 kilometers at 4:30 when no one was seeing.
Now they're like, look at Josh, he pooped himself. Then
He,
hopefully the kids are like, no, he's a penguin.
he's got Ascooch has got some good ones where you have to sit down between sets and debate if you're at the right weight or if you need to drop it or if you cut a set back. And yeah, I think the ultimate goal is having him on here and having Pat DiManio on here and all the other kettlebell influencers we subscribe to
Did we just stumble upon? We're like, this guy is the deal. He's great.
that is the deal. You're a girl dad. I'm a girl dad. I don't exactly love titles, but just did them.
I love that one. I'll wear that one proud, loud and proud.
One thing I've started doing the last couple of weeks, and I just never had to do it really before, and I kind of avoided doing it earlier in her life, was her hair.
Nice.
Just tying her hair up.
Yeah.
It's much fun.
Yeah, it's good. I like she does. See, the thing is Malaya, she doesn't let me do it as much, right? Like I will, because I'm not good. My ponytail is never like centered. Might be a little too low, right?
That's probably true. Mine's not very good. I was getting chirped the first couple of reps. And I looked at my wife and I was like, you are working off 30 years experience.
Exactly. You're like, I'm just starting this job.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. You know, I just was looking like I felt bad. I think my wife was out or something, and my daughter kept taking her thing out, and but then she was like rubbing her face like because her hair's out. I'm like, oh, poor thing. I gotta step in here. I can't just wait for my wife. Like I gotta step in. So I just the worst one. Like but she's like leaving it, so she's fine. My wife comes home. She goes, oh my god, what did you do? And I'm like, I just tried to help.
First off, she did the most of it. I just tried to fix the problem.
Yeah.
Did you just do like the little pebbles Flintstone, like right up in
Oh
the top?
yeah,
Yeah.
sprout, and we call it broccoli sprout, but pebbles is nice too. And so she's telling me all these things, and she's like, "Well, no, obviously you're doing this wrong." I'm like, "I don't know. I've never done it."
Look at my head. Do you think I could do this?
Yeah, like I don't have practice. Like I didn't know you start with it in your mouth. I was just on hand, like all these things. So yeah, 3 weeks in, the reps are getting better, and now I'm getting a little more creative with the designs and the ponies getting tighter. One thing, and I guarantee this happens. This happens with my son, but for other things, and I'm sure you experience too. But we'll use snow jackets as an example. Winter coats. The way a dad puts on a winter coat is way different than a mom puts on a winter coat. Same way
Oh, of course.
father compared to the grandmother, right? Like the mother side is so gentle. Where it's like I've always found like the men who are putting on my winter coat would be like pulling it on, like jerk forward, and they're like, no, stand with your chin. They're like chin all the way up, and they just fire that zipper all the way up, and you better hope you don't have any skin in that path.
Or a good one I liked is the test to make sure it's on is then you just grab the jacket and you lift them up a little bit with it in there. Like if you grab like under like the sides under the arms, like don't grab like the shoulders and rip that up, but like you grab that, you're like, oh yeah, it's there. You're like, this is fun.
Or just trying to force an arm through it. They're like,
It's like the elbows coming in first.
but the mom's very like methodical, like going through. So same way with the ponytail. I think sometimes I'm just yanking up too much, and she's like, and so she doesn't like that. Maybe that's why your daughter is the same way too.
It's just your strength control. You'll get there.
We're learning. We're learning. We're not barbers or
You know
hairdressers.
what though? I will say, and I'm not even embarrassed to say this one. One of the thing that it is actually a lot of fun to like blow dry her hair and brush it out
I
at the
love.
same time. I love it.
Yeah. Just
I don't actually I love it, but she doesn't let me do it enough. Like, but I love brushing her hair when she was like younger.
put her on the countertop. I give her a comb or a toothbrush. She does one side, I do the other. Then eventually I switch, and then
To finish her
do that for a
side.
couple more minutes every time. Yeah, that's so nice too. Just get
Just because
perfect.
and it's but it's it's like the beauty in that is it's one of those moments where like you're slowed down and you're just present there, right? Right? You're just hanging out. And there's that just that connection with your daughter, which is so cool.
Probably means bath time is over to suit too. You've made it through the hecticness. You've
Yeah.
kept.
Well, now it's like, did you wash your hair? No.
Yeah.
Come on.
Sometimes we don't do the hair wash, and that's when I don't get the brush, and I'm a little
Mm,
disappointed. But
yeah.
that's my issue.
No. No, it's those little things, right? That you just you end up appreciating more and more as you get older. Because like literally, like 21-year-old Josh or 21-year-old Andrew, do you think you'd be sitting here talking to our millions of subscribers and listeners about how much we enjoy brushing our daughter's hair?
Or doing ponytails? Probably not.
No, down at the Pink Pony Club or not at the Pink Pony Club.
Different kind of club.
That's definitely a different kind of club. You're right.
Training, ponytails. What else you want today?
Oh man, I just wanted to get out there the penguin walk too. Right, that was a serious deal for me. Yeah, I had to do a lot of self reflection on that one, knowing what I look like. What about you? What else you got on the go today? What's in your mind? Anything in the front you want to pull out?
No, no. I think that's good for today. Good
Good
spot to.
spot to leave it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, everyone's in luck though because we're actually going to be right back tomorrow morning. Less than 24 hours.
They don't know that though.
Well, they're gonna find out.
We'll make it. We'll make it clear tomorrow.
Which also won't affect them because it'll probably come out multiple days in between. It
Exactly.
won't be a boom boom.
That's exactly. What I was like, they're not going to be able to tell. We could tell them it's the same day.
You
Just
know what? Yeah, we just do a marathon. This is a 24-hour day, guys.
you're Josh,
You're still Andrew.
and together
We
are
dads
who
swing.